Damn it, Rasa!
Yes, I admit I screwed up. Or in other words, I am error. For what I screwed up about, in last week's video, I have said that Trapsaw Brother is Ripcon, when in actuality it is Ripper Rat. You can understand screw-upness when both monsters are lettered RIP. So I apologize for the mix-up, and also, why do you guys care? It's a kid's show about people in plastic suits beating up on monsters with plastic weapons. So in other words, let's get this over with. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Power Rangers Ninja Steel Vlogs, and I really don't care about the title. It's not even a big deal. Here, I'll sum up the episode simple, fast, and short. Aiden's brother comes back and we find out what the hell he's been doing. Which really is not that much. The only thing they added onto the mix that they didn't show from the first episode is Aiden sitting in a corner for some weird reason. I really don't care, so let's move on to what else that we had. We had Aiden wanting to see the ninja base, but Nick was able to say no super fast. So Nick's already seeing something that the others aren't. Too bad he can't explain it, or then again if he did, Brody would be all defensive. We also get to see the ninjas training, which, didn't anyone find it weird that a bunch of ninjas are training in the car parking lot area where all the tires and parts are kept? They're training, they're even doing some ninja tricks, which I give them credit, they're not actually using the episode, but at least it proves that they are training in different styles. And Aiden's getting a little too show-offy to Levi, to the point where some of the other Rangers are saying, stop it, stop it, stop it. But at the same time, Brody's defending his brother, saying, come on, he's been wandering around for 10 years. Give him some break and all that stuff. And that's basically it. That's from that part. From the comedic point of view, oh god. Yeah, there was like some weird home ec class where they're doing a chocolate project for some charity event or something. And we get some of the Rangers making chocolate, which keeps melting. And the two morons, Victor and Monty, are trying to add glue to the chocolate so it doesn't melt. Okay, I may not know about consumptions to humans, but when you add glue to a food byproduct, wouldn't that be considered toxic and kills them? It's not like it matters in a big deal. Somehow, even though they mixed the glue with the chocolate, it sprayed all over Victor, turning him into a chocolate statue. Which the delivery people just picked him up and carried him off. And not once the delivery people were going, do you hear any mumbling or I don't get that. They get a monster attack while the Rangers run off to fight a bunch of minions, and they see Aiden fighting some of the monsters. It could be he's helping them, or it could be the fact that he's showing off. Either way, they fight the minions, and they discovered it was a distraction to introduce the monster of the week, Toxic Tea. Play the Yokai fact.
The monster of the week, Toxicity, is based off of the yokai and Enra, if I said it right. It is a yokai that is more composed of smoke and darkness, mostly residing in bonfires, and when it emerges, it takes on the form of a human. It is said that this yokai can only be seen of people of pure heart. There is a secondary variation of them, which are formed when people die, they turn into one. In some cultures, they are mistaken as the Grim Reaper. In the popular culture variety, if you have played the game Mortal Kombat...
Stop it, BV.
Okay. The character Smoke would be categorized as one. Bonus fact for you guys, due to the fact that Toxicity is also based off of a kettle. There was actually a Tsukagami named after the kettle called a Moringen. Oh, freaking, here's the title. Yeah, basically, a tea kettle can also turn into a yokai.
Yes. It's also a poison monster that fires a poison aiming at Haley and Levi, and Brody decides to shield them by taking the hit, poisoning them. And then Odious appears for their ultimatum. For the antidote, they have to give away their ninja stars. That's it. They were given their decision. Give them the ninja stars or let Brody die. Everyone's all thinking what to do. Aiden's kept screaming. Well, not screaming, but kept demanding. Give them the ninja stars! Give them the ninja stars! Which, yeah, I'm not gonna admit, I may not care about this show, but even I could see the freaking mile a minute that Adrian is not a good guy. Because it's more of like a style of blatantness. Yeah, I know he's worried about his brother, but still, you can hear the blatantness in his voice. So, throughout that whole argument of what they should do while they're trying to synthesize an antidote for him, Levi and Haley decide to take all the ninja stars. Which, if they didn't show the next scene before Brody shows up trying to stop them, it would have been more of a massive surprise of how they did it. But we see them in the home ec room, putting all the ninja stars in a box, saying carry them off. They're about to leave, Brody finds them, and they decide to carry Brody with them to the meet-out spot. They place Brody down, they trade items, they give Brody the antidote, which I'm surprised that they were able to do the job. And the villains find out they somehow managed to make ninja stars out of chocolate. Which I give them credit, they were able to do the whole outer appearance look exactly like a ninja star. So the home ec had the exact food coloring to make the whole star. And yet when it melted, you could see the chocolate, the dark chocolate center coming melting out. Well, it worked. Brody's back in the fight. And then begins the usual battle with all them split into two groups. Everyone's fighting the minions, and Brody's chasing after Odious. I think I screwed that up. The five Rangers are fighting Toxicity. Brody's chasing Odious, and then fighting the minions. So, yeah, I caught that before I get another. God damn it. And then I noticed something when Brody thrown one of his sword at the minion. Okay, the Power Star is on his sword. If one minion was smart enough or programmed smart enough, he could just take the freaking sword the star out the sword, and yeah, they would have won. But then again, I don't get the logic. Also, when he threw the sword at the minion, it fell to the ground, and yet when he went to reach for the sword, there was no minion there. So that means what? The moment they get killed, they just biodegrade, disappear? Because all it just shows with the electricity thing. So I'll give Galvanax credit, he's able to make a biodegradable robot. Yeah, what happened next? Toxicity fires that poison attack it did before, hitting Haley, Calvin, Sarah. Yeah, just hit those three. While Preston and Levi does a tornado electric combo, killing it. And then, discovered, by killing Toxicity, those three are fully healed. So, when they were trying to do the whole antidote thing, they could have just killed Toxicity and Brody would have been healed? Or is it the logical fact that the longer Toxicity charges the poison attack, the longer it takes to do more damage? Like, if it fires a full-on blast, even if you kill Toxicity, the poison's still in effect, or is it still doing the whole logic? I don't know. Toxicity's destroyed. Round 2, giant monster fight. They bring in the Robobot and the one half of the Gold Bot, and they start doing a beatdown match. Then they jump in all the other Zords, Megazord battle, double slash, and bullets shooting like crazy, killing Toxicity Battle's over. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. So you can see how that went. Then for the ending, everyone's having a enjoyable time with the chocolate fundraiser where kids and everybody else is eating chocolate that they all made. And they brought out the chocolate Victor, to which a horde of kids are ready to take a bite out of it. And I'm pretty sure Victor would have been getting some nightmares if he didn't succeed. Somehow because of that fear, he broke out all covered in chocolate still, scaring all the kids away. And we even have Levi and Haley apologizing to Aiden for saying they was showing off, only to reveal Aiden is evil and working with Odious. You could have held it on for an episode or two. Come on. You guys literally just brought him back and then made him evil. You guys are trying to rush through this super fast, aren't you? This is supposed to be 24 episodes, and what number are we on? We're at close to the halfway point. You guys could have at least extended it a little bit longer. Okay, how do I feel about this episode? For supposed to be the usual 20-something, I'm not going to add in the commercials. It felt short. They were just spending the whole time either doing the talking about, trying to heal Brody, the short battle, and the short reveal with a really super short comedic point. Like I'm repeating each time, what is the point of adding Victor and Monty in, but just for some comedicness? And I'm just questioning this whole turning out that Aiden is truly evil. Hopefully it's going to be explained in next week's episode. That's all I can really say about this vlog. Till then, this is Ross logging off, and where the hell did I put that screwdriver? I'm not speaking like this anymore.